Hey, gang, hope you are having a great day out there. Just wanted to speak to you for a minute regarding intermittent fasting and two powerful ways or two big ways that intermittent fasting is so effective. And those two are, first of all, we're talking hormones here. The first hormone is growth hormone. And I think most of us have heard of growth hormone. Just driving around now, you see a lot of anti-aging clinics popping up all over the place. And they're really promoting growth hormone. And I'm not endorsing that. I do not advocate that. That is exogenous growth hormone, meaning they are injecting that growth hormone into you. I, again, am not a proponent of that, but your body can produce growth hormone naturally. So that is what I am strongly in favor of, the natural effect of growth hormone. And not only is growth hormone an anti-aging, has an anti-aging effect, which it does in many different ways, but in terms of intermittent fasting and weight loss, you can think of growth hormone really as a hormone that will lead your body, that is a catalyst for burning fat. So growth hormone, again, has so many benefits, but in terms of losing weight, it is very, very powerful in that regard. And when you fast, again, intermittently, your body is going to naturally produce growth hormone. It's a natural process that occurs with fasting. And then on the flip side of that, of growth hormone, we have insulin. And insulin has many different jobs, you could say also, but in terms of weight loss, we want to think of insulin as a hormone that makes it very, very difficult to lose weight if it is present. And I think what happens sometimes is we may get confused. I know today that, everyone or a lot of people who are trying to lose weight now are really carbohydrate sensitive. They're really trying to get their carbohydrates down to a minimal level. Of course, the ketogenic diet, I think a lot of people in the ketogenic world even propose that you should not go above 20 grams of carbs per day. And that is very, very minimal. Sometimes, some ketos will go up to 50 grams per day, but it's still at a very, very low level in terms of carbohydrates. But I think what happens also sometimes, if you get into that type of mindset where you're really, really zeroing in on your macronutrients, your fats, your proteins, and your carbohydrates, that you have to always remember that even if you're eating that strictly, anytime you do eat, anytime you put something into your mouth and digest it, you're going to raise your insulin, no matter what you're eating. It's just how our bodies work. If we eat, could be the healthiest, could be a pile of kale. You could eat a pile of kale and you're still going to have an insulin. Your insulin is still going to increase. And again, I just want you to think of that every time you eat, insulin's going to increase. And when insulin is present, we are not, or it's going to be very difficult for us to burn fat and lose weight. And that, again, is why intermittent fasting is so, so powerful for weight loss. Because, of course, we're for a window of time, we are eating, but for a period of time, we are not eating. And during that time when we are not eating, especially as that time extends, as that time gets greater and greater, our insulin levels are going to continue to drop. Our growth hormone is going to increase. So you have the good hormone, you could call it the growth hormone, which promotes fat burning and weight loss, increasing as we're fasting. And you have the insulin, the hormone that makes it very difficult to lose weight and burn fat, decreasing. So you're making the perfect environment for weight loss and fat burning when you're fasting. And I know Many people may be turned off by the word fasting. I guess you could call it politically, you could say it politically correctly. Some people say it as time restrictive eating. Whatever you want to call it, though, you're not eating is the take home message. And again, that's creating that perfect hormonal environment, that perfect metabolic state where we can start to burn our fat, lose inches, burn weight, become much more lean, more energy, sleep better. I mean, the benefits are numerous. But I just wanted to make that point that even if you are very diligent, very strict with your macronutrients, when you eat, you're still going to raise your insulin. Maybe not as high, if you're going to eat a pizza, or a bagel, it would really spike. So maybe not as high. If you're keeping your carbs down, you're going to keep your insulin down, but there's still going to be a certain amount, a level of insulin that is present. That's why, again, I think primarily if you're looking to lose weight, you have to include intermittent fasting or time restrictive eating, again, whatever you want to call it, just because of that perfect state, metabolic state it puts you in. And don't be scared also. I think a lot of times, with these terms, we can get a little bit fearful. I'm going to starve myself. It is not that. It's amazing too. Once you start into it, how your body almost autonomously takes over, and it does create this perfect state where you're not even hungry. You don't get into that starvation mode, and you can start. There's all different levels with this. Some people, now are eating maybe 6-7 times a day. You can drop that down just to 3 meals a day and start at that point. Or if you are eating 3 meals a day, you can cut it down to 2 meals a day. And again, your body will adapt, and you're not going to be starving. You're not going to be hungry. So I don't want you to have that fear. If you do need some help to get started, though, if you're struggling, I put a link below. I have a program. I call it the Game Changer, and it really is. It's not only aspects of what you're eating and when you're eating, but I approach it from multiple different aspects. Probably some you've never even thought of, but it is it really covers all the bases, and it's something you've probably never tried before, but it is. I call it the Game Changer, and it literally is. I think you would get so much out of it if you are struggling, need a kickstart, want to try something different. Please check out the link below, and I would really appreciate it if you could like this video and subscribe. I'm going to be making a lot more videos with a lot of pertinent information to health and losing weight. So hope that helps. You have a great day out there, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.